Hello, welcome to the forest. This is a tarot reading for the sign of Capricorn. For love, work, or life in general, figure it out. I'll be asking our guides about your current path and where you want to be. I'll also be asking that force what they can see along the way and ahead to illuminate your journey. And at the end, I'll draw a card focusing on the element that shows up to help you stay balanced. And these are the cards that I felt drawn to for Capricorn today. And I felt like some creative energies wanted to come out with this beautiful mystical wisdom deck, the oracle cards. So what do we have along our path for Capricorn today? Beautiful fiery earth energy. Little cloven hooves stomping around. At least that's how I imagine Capricorns. I think because of the whole double card aspect. I never really imagined them in the sea, although I'm sure like a lot of people who have a lot of water in them, or water element sign, in them, probably do see that a lot, or do you feel that way? Probably feel more of like a mermaidy, splishy, splashy. Anyway, so we have self-reliance and intuition. Don't be afraid to fly solo and trust your intuition. Ooh, dang, Cappy, what you working on? Something special, something just like got your heart going, those creative juices flowing, that little flair, and you're like, I should do this. I think you should. That's awesome. Okay, see what else do we have here? Oh, sorry, wrong one. Kitty cats. I also have the kitty cats here. For Capricorn, everything has been shuffled and staged, but just do quick ones here. Whoop. Alright, well that one wanted to fly out. Any other kitty cats? Jumping around. Oh goodness, for Cappy. Seems like the kittens want to come out in groups lately. We have running, enchantment, and empowering. Ooh, you do have something going on. And you really want to run with it. You are listening to your intuition. You're like, this thing that I'm thinking about, it's beautiful, it's wonderful. Dang, I want this. That is so neat. Oh, I really like that energy. Yes, let's keep it up. All right. So I'm gonna do most of it with this one since I like the vibrant colors in it. Hopefully it'll be gentle with us today. It's never gentle. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I really liked this vibrant energy in this. I don't know. This little energy card. I'm not saying anything bad, but it is very truthful. Alright, so I'm going to do most of it this one. We're going to find out where you are on your path. Where is Cappy on their path? The King of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, wow, and the Five of Wands. You are trying to do something that makes you just feel amazing. You're not quite sure how it's going to turn out though. I like these intuition cards up here, and he's the king, so I feel like even though like it's something you really, really, really want, I also feel like I mean it's grounded for that energy, even though you're not quite sure about it here and you're kind of like struggling a little bit. I'm gonna keep going, but I like this so far. This is really nice. This idea or thing that you're running with. All right. Would you maybe meet somebody new or start a new project, or maybe have something new going on at work? You have a little bit of everything right now, so we'll see. Where does Cappy want to be? Where's Cappy trying to end up? What overall vibe does Cappy want to see out of this path right now on their life, on their journey? We got this as a spirit animal. Ooh, the moon. That's cool. I really like that. And the card is like of an owl with the moon glowing behind it. And we also have the Eight of Acorns. Well, there we go. And the Eight of Acorns is, acorns are fire in this deck. I think that's a moray eel coming out of that one. Alright, and then we also have the Page of Shells, which is the Page of Water, and the King of Feathers, the King of Air. That's really nice. I feel like you, this is a really good energy for where you want to come out of, for where you are now. This is you just trying to figure out the things that you can't see right now, the things that you were, not quite sure about. You're like, yes, this thing that I want to invest in that I'm not sure about, I want to know that it's going to work, and I want to know that my excitement's going to pay off, and that in the end, this is going to be a logical decision because right now you have the King of Cups versus the King of Feathers. You have a ton of emotion versus a ton of logic. So maybe you're not feeling quite logical right now. I mean, obviously, there aren't any air cards up there. I just got the three. So I feel like, yeah, maybe you have to think about it a little bit more, maybe get a little bit more information, and maybe that will help you, figure out the struggle with the balance right now, trying to figure out if you should do this thing or not, if it's maybe worth the fight. But I'll keep going and we'll see what else comes out to help you along your way. What do we have for beautiful Capricorn? There's sparkly hooves and horns. I was gonna say antlers. The Five of Swords. Alright, what else? What to help Capricorn on their journey? Well, alright. I'm not gonna ask for more. That is quite enough. A Death card, Seven of Swords. Oh my gosh. Okay, Three of Wands. Two of Wands. The Sun. I'm just gonna put these down right how they came out since I feel this is how they're supposed to be. And the Three of Cups. Like, I'm seeing this as kind of like your journey, and then we'll connect everything and make sure it all works out here. You can see everything there. I'm not 100% seeing this as love, but it might be. To me, it almost looks more like a work situation or something, maybe stuff with family or friends. I feel like you need to get more information about whatever it is that you're looking at right now. Because you definitely feel like, using definitely, sorry, you feel like there's something going on here that you're not sure about, that doesn't quite seem um, maybe how you thought it would be. Maybe there's more conflict around it than you thought it would be, more competition. Maybe it's a little bit harder work. And even though you really enjoy it, you're just like, I'm not really sure if I can see this turning out my way in the long run or not. I see a lot of success on the way. I do. I feel like you could push through and hang in there. I'd also say don't be afraid of change. If things are maybe a little bit different than what you thought it'd be, maybe it's scary. um, just kind of take a look at that. Don't be afraid of it. If you do feel a need to like stop, whatever you're doing and you kind of don't want to go further, you don't have to. I feel like you just kind of want to make a decision at this point over whether or not you want to do this because it is something you feel really strongly about. If they're, how do I put this? Because, okay, you have the moon and the energies of where we want you to be, right? And then along your journey here, we have the sun, which is like one of the happiest cards, and to me it's almost like the counterpoint of the moon. I don't know, I just feel like that was like really important to say, if that maybe means something with the sun and the moon. But even just seeing the two of them here together, to me that's like almost the universe's way of saying, hey, yes, we see you, you know. And even with these two different cards here, the two different kings. Anyway, um, I would say keep your enthusiasm about what you have going on, but look into it further. Like if you don't feel like taking that next step with the High Priestess here, I feel like that's you needing to look further into it, you needing to trust in a higher power, or even, looking within. With the Seven of Swords here, I feel like this is like you needing to uncover this, like, I don't know, I don't want to say it might even, okay, this is going to sound really strange here, but it could even be that you have maybe you're not an extrovert, maybe you're more of an introvert, and you've just been around one too many people lately, or maybe whatever you've been working on is really, really successful, and you're just not quite sure how to handle it because on the one hand, you're really, really happy and it brings you a lot of joy and it's everything you ever wanted, but on the other hand, you're like, oh my God, how do I deal with this? And you just kind of feel like maybe you have a lot of eyes on you all the time and that's not what you're used to, so you're trying to kind of, flow into this other, um I don't know, like try to like be more open, I guess you could say. It could also be that at work that you're uncovering some things that were going on that weren't necessarily great. Or kind of maybe setting some things straight, letting go of something completely one way and just changing everything. Mostly what I'm getting, sorry, I'm kind of rambling because I feel like there's like just a lot going on in your life right now and you're trying to sort it all out because you want to get to this place where you can be a little bit more logical but still really inspired, and kind of like be more focused, I kind of want to say, a little bit more straightforward with what's going on. I feel like you have a lot going on around you and you kind of want to maybe simplify that, maybe even spend more time alone doing stuff that you like instead of stuff that everyone else likes, which I don't know. But um, mostly, yeah, right now I'm just getting that you are really happy. You kind of just have a lot going on and you're not quite sure which way to go or what to do. And there's some stuff going on that that's bothering you, or there's conflict. And if this is a person, then I think that this person that you're thinking about is really, really amazing and you absolutely love them and adore them and just want to be with them, but for some reason it's just not working out. Like maybe you put one step forward and then it's like two steps back kind of a thing. And it's just like, why does this keep happening? And it's just like a struggle, and you're like, I don't get why this is happening. And you just want to be able to figure out what is going on and just be able to invest in this person and enjoy what's going on with them and like be straightforward. So if that's like a love thing, that's what I'm seeing with that. Um, and honestly, in order to do that, you guys, this is a little bit of a hard journey here, I'm not gonna lie, because we do have the death card, and that's signifying great change, not like a little change, but like a big change. And I mean, that can be spiritually, it can be Emotionally, it could be, just even leaving behind a situation, to go after this King of Cups or to go after, this relationship or work thing or whatever this is, you might have to change a lot. You might just honestly, like I was kind of talking about before, like just have to kind of do a 180 and um, you're gonna have to you're gonna have to fight for what you want. I'm definitely seeing that you might have to work with other people or even just kind of stretch outward into other areas that you're not necessarily comfortable with. But I feel like along the way, you're going to learn a lot about yourself, and that's going to make you really happy. I see you being able to like overcome a lot of challenges and indecision because I feel like you see this along the way, like this does make you really, really happy with this Ten of Cups, the Sun card. I mean, and then celebration. I mean, like if this is a person, you feel like if you could just figure out what's going on, if you could get rid of this conflict or this competition, maybe it's even other people, or maybe they're being wishy-washy. You're like, well, I could just like see forever with them, and maybe when you're with them, it does feel like that. So you're like, why isn't this working? Why isn't this moving? You know, and you do want to figure it out, and you want to figure it out sooner than later. But because I know it's like upsetting. It's upsetting to you. And even if, if it's not a person thing, if it's a work thing, not being able to move it along or not really knowing what's going on, um, can leave you maybe feeling insecure about it. But I see that you're growing as this is going on. I see happiness, I see change, and I honestly feel like even though this might be a hard change for you to make, if you follow your heart, if you follow your intuition here, if you go for this thing and you trust in yourself, the high priestess self, it's gonna be okay. It might be hard to let go of your past self or your past or, whatever's going on here. If you decide that this person isn't worth it, that you need your answers and they're not giving them to you, it might be hard to let them go, but you're gonna find happiness if you do that. If that's the case, I can't tell you what to do. Um, But I feel like either way, this is a release for you. This is gonna be a really great. This is gonna be great for you. It's gonna hurt at first, not gonna lie, it probably is. But you know, I feel like if you can kind of like just let yourself grow and uncover these truths and let them be uncovered, things are going to get better. And it could even be that maybe someone's come into your life and you have a lot going on right now, and they're kind of you or they or whatever is fighting for your time and attention right now, and you're kind of like struggling deciding where to put it because you love this person, if it's family or whatever, or this, if it's a work thing, or maybe you have a lot of projects going on and you want to be able to spread yourself and do these things, and but at the same time, it's kind of hard and it's a struggle, but um, I see you getting through it. Like I said, like I see a lot of happiness here. I feel like if, yeah, like I'm sorry, I paused there for a minute. I was just double checking that I wasn't missing anything, but I really like this, honestly. I feel like this is a lot of growth. And I feel like if there is anything going on in the situation that isn't on the level, I mean, you're gonna uncover it. You're, I mean, you might have to prioritize, you know, make some decisions about things. Yeah, I mean, like I 100% feel like whatever this is, how these cards are all coming out here, that you're going to uncover the truth and you're gonna restart this situation. You might have You might have to cut some people out of your life in order to move forward. You might have to cut some things out of your life, in order to delegate what things you're working on or what you're prioritizing, as far as time goes or, this or that. I feel like you just need to be really honest with yourself and that maybe you're kind of not quite trying to be logical about the situation because if you do that, then maybe you're afraid that some of that happiness, might be gone. Like, but it won't be, like you will find happiness again. Like if you're afraid of losing something here in order to gain something else, you're going to, you are going to have to maybe leave something behind or face some hard truths. But if you do that, there's a whole nother world waiting out there for you. And I mean, if you're going to struggle about it and think about it, and not quite sure this or that, I mean, I feel like that's just gonna kind of, I mean, that's gonna take away your happiness, but I do see you succeeding here. I feel like you're gonna let the old go, that you're gonna be victorious, that you're going to be this King of Cups meeting with this King of Feathers, these regal energies of logic and love, and I feel like it might be a little bit hard for you at first, like I was saying, but you're gonna end up feeling inspired. You're gonna end up feeling happy about it. You're gonna like end up feeling more you, I feel like, at the end of this, you know. Anyway, but yeah, I'll try to wrap this up here. Mostly, yeah, I see you in a good place, not quite sure what to do, go this way or that way, and you've been fighting about things, deciding this or that, trying to decide where to put your time and energy, kind of struggling there. But overall, I feel like you're really balanced. You're in a good place, But I think in order to move forward, in order to get in a more balanced place and kind of end this struggle, you're gonna have to kind of change some things. Some things are definitely gonna get shook up. I don't, I'm not seeing anything like really crazy. I just see you needing to change something. Something's gonna look different, or you're just gonna have to kind of honestly, I kind of would even kind of, I don't know why I say this, but go with that King of Cups energy. Don't let those thoughts hold you back. If you're like, I don't know, should I do this, do that? How these cards are laid out here, I'm seeing them like, I see this as like just, if that struggle wasn't there, you flying through this, you know? I feel like, because all this, and you, you know, like I feel like you're worried that you're gonna end up losing in the end, but you're not going to. Like you're gonna end up so much wiser, and you're gonna have all this happiness and all these the celebratory like energy is there, and your Ten of Cups. I mean, that's like the ultimate. That's everything. That's just like, and your heart is so happy. I mean, this is like your journey. I feel like the only time you get tripped up here is when you get too much in your head about it. And I feel like when you get back to a place of where you remember why you started this, kind of like where that inspiration is, you know, then you kind of connect with yourself again more, and you're able to take those next steps and then or kind of like lift that veil, be like, oh yeah, actually this thing that I was doing is really, really amazing, and I still like this and I want to do this, you know. Um, and there is change. We do have, not all the cards are super happy, but I do feel like, you know, you have a lot of positive cards here too. And I really like that the High Priestess is here because she's amazing. You know, she trusts in her inner wisdom. She's so close to the divine. And in this one you see she's writing in a scroll and her head, her crown chakra is just glowing and she's listening and then she's writing this down. You know, and there are all these beautiful flowers around her and falling and it's it's energetic and yet still, you know what I mean? Like there are things going on, but she is only listening and seeing this inner guidance, this wisdom, this intuition that is powering her to be self-reliant and follow her dreams and go with us. And I do see that you want to know, you know, you want to be logical about this and happy about it and not really have these questions. And I feel like she's here to say, trust your intuition and all this happiness will find you along the way. And you might have to change things and it might be really hard. But honestly, this journey is worth it. It's so worth it. Because at the end of this, you have all this beauty. And regardless of what happens, you're going to grow and you're gonna face this and you're gonna come out a winner. It's gonna be amazing. I mean, trust yourself, trust your intuition. That's what these cards are saying. Like this, whatever you have going on, you know, it'll be okay. That's what I'm saying. All right, anyway, I'm gonna draw one last card here to focus on for balance, focusing on the elements. Ooh, we have the Three of Acorns or the Three of Fire. That is foresight, exploration. That is really amazing. We actually have this one on your journey as well. So if you need an energy to lean on, Capricorn, lean on that fiery part of yourself. You know, that part of you that wants to explore the possibilities, explore your options, that is done with the old and looking forward to the new and expanding and just looking at this world full of these possibilities that are full of fire and magic and wonder. Trust your intuition. All right. Love ya. Later.